Hello, brethren. As you know, I like to be very honest with you guys. I am a Reformed continuationist, meaning I believe in Reformed theology, and continuationism is a belief that the gifts of the Holy Spirit are still available for Christians today. Now, that has been my belief system for the last 11 years of my Christendom. However, my beliefs have changed somewhat. And if I ask you guys to continue to listen to me, I need to be upfront with what I now believe, because this is what the Lord showed me. And I have proof. So, I am still a Reformed continuationist and a Christian. However, the Lord has informed me that I am Hebrew by lineage. Yes, I am a Jew. Now, I am not a Hebrew Israelite. I don't believe in that camp. That is a hate group and a foolish group. And I don't endorse them at all. I'm a Christian, but I regard myself as a Hebrew by lineage. I have been studying Black history for the last 15 years of my life. You know, I would dabble in African history in the Caribbean and Oceania, Indian Black history, like the Andaman Islands. I think I pronounced that right. And it's really fascinated me, and it helped me appreciate myself and the people around me. And so, one day, about 3 years ago, I was cleaning my room, and the Lord informed me that I was Hebrew. I had my awakening in 2015. I would even say as early as 2013, and I didn't want to be Hebrew at all, because I read the Old Testament. The Jews were foolish. At the time, I believed in replacement theology, where the Christians replaced the Jews, and if you believed in the gospel, then we're basically all Jews. That's replacement theology. And that was false. And God told me it was. And he said, you're a Hebrew, and this is where I want you to look. I spent almost 2 years researching this before I mentioned it to anyone, even my own family members, because there's no way I was going to go to them with something like that without proof. There's no way I was going to believe it without proof. I'm a very logical person, so I need some proof, okay? So, and I found it. The Lord led me to a blog by a man named Dante Fortson, and I read most of his stuff. I prayed about it, I fasted, I researched, and I have found proof beyond proof that the Black people that were slaves during the transatlantic slave trade that was scattered through all the four corners of the earth are the real Hebrews. And the majority of Hebrews are still in Africa. So you might be wondering, where's my proof? So what I did is I written a document. Don't worry, it's not boring. I loathe boring text. I can't. I like illustration. I'm just saying it's very colorful. I added maps. I added bold print. I was straight to the point. I don't like long, drawn out stuff. Everything is spelled correctly. I wrote it myself. I provided resources. If you read through the whole thing, there's no way in the world you would doubt that those involved in the transatlantic slave trade, the black people who were taken from Africa, are the real Hebrews. So please check it out, read everything. If you have any questions, I provide my email, my YouTube, of course, and my number. You can call me and we can talk, because I'm very proud of what the Lord showed me. I am very proud of God, and I'm grateful for what I have found. I have a new sense of just culture, like I always had culture, like a Mados, right? American descendants of slavery. I love my Adolf's culture, or you may know us as African Americans or Black Americans. I have more culture. Cool. That's awesome. And the document answers all your questions. And yeah, it's just great. Now, you still are important if you're not of Hebrew lineage. And I explained that in the document too. And I'm not a Hebrew Israelite. I don't believe in black only salvation or anything like that. Just because you're Hebrew doesn't mean you're going to heaven. You still got to be redeemed and saved. So that's really important. And I encourage you all to learn and read this document, because whether you're Hebrew or not, whether you believe or you choose not to, but this document is sound. I'm just telling you, it's sound. Everything on it is sound, and it's if you want to try to refute it with me, we can talk. But I mean, it's pretty sound, for real. So what I will include in the description is the document that I wrote. I included the resources, and also an article about Reformed theology. So if you want to have an idea of what I believe, I included that. What's happening with black people in this country is a travesty. And it's demonic. And the Christians who ignore it, the Christians who don't want to think about it or makes them uncomfortable or think, oh, it's not real, you're demonic as well. Because it's very real. It's very problematic. And God hates it. He hates it. It's a problem. The way that black Americans, black people are being treated in this country is horrendous. We are God's people. And even if you don't believe that black people in America are Hebrews, or black people anywhere from the transatlantic slave trade are Hebrews, we're still people. And it's horrible. And a large part of God's body is black people. And Christians need to speak up more about the travesty that's happening. Definitely. And get involved. And rebuke demons. Cast out racism. Educate yourself if you need be, right? Like, let's put on the armor of Christ. Let's put on the clothes of Christ and the characteristics of God and fight this evil. I am, and many black Christians are incredibly grieved about what's happening in this country, what's been happening for like 20 years especially. It's been really heavy, I would say, these past 10, 15 years, about all this injustice that is recorded and not recorded. And if you're a Christian of a white ethnicity or another ethnicity other than black, you need to educate yourself about what black Christians are going through, because it's a problem. It's a problem. You need to be there for your black Christian friends. Be empathetic. Be like Christ. You do not have the right to say, "Oh, well, not my problem," or "I'm not going to think about it." That's so devilish. That's so demonic. That's so unlike Christ. It's literally demon. And we are your brothers and your sisters in the Lord. You need to address this. You need to talk about this. You need to get involved. You need to educate yourself. I just wanted to include that in there. If anyone wants to talk, please reach out to me through email. Will also be in the description box and my phone number. Thank you, family.